Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to really hear me tonight because what I'm about to say can change the way you show up in love. I'm talking about something powerful, something magnetic, something that can make a man addicted to you, not in a controlling way, but in a way that he can't resist, coming back to your love, your energy, your presence. We're going to talk about 3 beautiful behaviors that make him addicted to you. Now listen carefully, because this isn't just about what you say. It's about how you carry yourself, how you move through the world, and how you make him feel without even trying. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something right now, because I want you to pay attention. This first behavior, the one I'm about to talk about, can literally change the way men see you, the way they chase you, and the way they value you. And that behavior is confidence in yourself. I'm not talking about looking good on the outside, putting on makeup, wearing fancy clothes, or trying to impress him with what you have. That stuff is temporary. I'm talking about something much deeper. Confidence that comes from knowing who you are, knowing your worth, and walking in this world like you already own it. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. Men can smell insecurity a mile away. Insecurity is like a stink. You know that smell when someone's nervous, fidgety, unsure of themselves? Men feel it instantly. And ladies, here's the thing. They don't chase insecurity. They run from it. But confidence is magnetic. Confidence is sexy. It's a light that draws him in without you even saying a word. A man can feel a confident woman the moment she steps into a room. She doesn't have to announce it. She doesn't have to brag. She just carries herself in a way that says, I know my value. I know what I bring to the table, and I'm not here to settle for less than I deserve. Confidence is not about being perfect. Listen to me. Perfection is a trap. No man is looking for a perfect woman, and no woman should be trying to be perfect. Confidence is about being comfortable in your own skin, embracing your flaws, laughing at your mistakes, and moving forward anyway. A confident woman knows that her worth is not defined by a man's approval. She knows that she is already enough and that truth shines through. And when a man sees that, he can't help but be drawn to her because he sees a woman who doesn't beg for attention, who doesn't need constant validation, who stands tall on her own 2 feet. That's irresistible, ladies, absolutely irresistible. And here's the thing about confidence. It shows in how you handle your life. A man doesn't want a woman who's constantly worried, anxious, or stressed over every little thing. A man wants a woman who can take life's challenges, laugh at the chaos, and still shine through. When you walk into a room, confident, poised, smiling, with your head held high, men notice that. They might try to play it cool, but inside, they're thinking, wow, she's got it together. I want to be around that energy. Confidence is contagious. When a man is around a confident woman, he feels it. He feels safe. He feels proud. He feels challenged. In the best way, like he has to step up just to match your energy. But let me be real with you. Confidence isn't just about showing up in public. It's about how you treat yourself in private too. Do you respect yourself when no one is watching? Do you make choices that honor your body, your mind, and your heart? Do you walk away from situations that don't serve you, even when it's hard? That is confidence, ladies. That is power. A man will notice that. He will notice how you carry yourself when no one is around. He will notice how you don't settle for drama, how you don't tolerate disrespect, and how you keep your standards high. That combination of grace and self-respect is like a magnet. It's something he can't ignore. And let's talk about independence. Confidence and independence go hand in hand. A woman who is independent, who has her own life, her own dreams, her own passions, who doesn't rely on a man to fill a void, is a woman a man will chase like crazy. Men love to chase ladies. That's how we're wired. But you can't make him chase if you're clinging, begging, or overeager. You got to live your life fully. Pursue your goals. Be happy on your own, and let him see that you're not just waiting around for him to show up. When he sees that, he starts seeing you as rare, as valuable, as someone he can't afford to take for granted. Confidence also shows in the little things, the way you speak, the way you walk, the way you carry yourself. A confident woman doesn't apologize for existing. She doesn't shrink in corners. She speaks her mind politely but firmly. She laughs freely. She makes eye contact. She has a presence that commands attention without demanding it. And men are addicted to that kind of energy. They want to be around it. They want to bask in it. They want to be the man who gets to be a part of her life because she's a queen, not because she needs a king to validate her. But I want to warn you, ladies, confidence isn't about being cold or unapproachable. Confidence is not about shutting him out. Confidence is about knowing your worth, loving yourself, and showing up fully as the amazing woman you are. It's about balance. You can be confident and still be warm, kind, nurturing, and fun. That combination will make a man addicted to you. He will think about you when you're not around. He will crave your energy. He will respect you. And most importantly, he will want to be the best man he can be for you. So remember, confidence is not just one of those nice to have traits. It's foundational. It's the first key that opens the door to the kind of love where he can't imagine life without you. Stand tall, walk proud, know your worth, laugh at life, shine in your own light. Be the woman who doesn't wait for permission to be great. When you do that, when you live fully, love yourself fiercely, and carry yourself with pride, men won't just notice you. They'll be addicted to your presence, your energy, and the beautiful woman that you are. Ladies and gentlemen, now that we've talked about confidence and how that alone can make a man notice you, I want to take it even deeper. I want to talk about something that goes beyond looks, beyond charm, beyond the surface. This next behavior is what separates women who are admired from women who are truly unforgettable. And that behavior is emotional warmth and authenticity. Now, when I say that, I don't mean you need to be dramatic, needy, or overshare every little feeling you have. I mean you show up as the real you and you allow him to see your heart without fear, without pretense, and without trying to be someone you're not. Emotional warmth star with being present. A man can tell when you're genuinely listening to him versus when you're just waiting to talk. Authenticity is about giving him the real version of you, the one that laughs freely, cries when you need to, and shares your dreams and your fears in a way that's balanced. See, most women think they have to put on a performance, act perfect, or hide the parts of themselves they think are too much. But here's the truth. Men don't want perfect. Men want real. They want a woman whose energy they can trust, whose emotions they can connect with, and whose presence feels safe and genuine. That's what makes a man addicted. Not a flawless exterior, but a real, warm, heartfelt interior. Let me break it down for you. Emotional warmth is in your smile when you greet him, in the way your eyes light up when he shares something about his day, in the little gestures that show you care. It's in the way you remember the small details about him, the way you laugh at his jokes, the way you give him space to be himself. When a woman exudes warmth, it makes a man feel valued, understood, and accepted. He doesn't have to put on a mask. He doesn't have to pretend. He can just be him, and that is addictive because most men rarely experience that kind of emotional acceptance. It makes him feel like he's found a safe place in this chaotic world, a place he never wants to leave. Now, authenticity is just as important as warmth. You cannot fake this. Men can see through a facade in a second. If you're pretending to be someone you're not, he's going to sense it. And sooner or later, he's going to pull away. Authenticity means being honest about your thoughts and feelings, being comfortable sharing your opinions, and showing him who you really are without fear of judgment. It means you don't have to act needy, desperate, or overeager to keep his attention. When you are authentic, you send a signal that says, I am whole, I am real, I know who I am, and I am not afraid to be myself. That kind of authenticity is magnetic. A man will start craving your presence because he knows he's getting the real deal, not some act designed to keep him around. And here's something a lot of women miss. Emotional warmth and authenticity are not just about him. They're about how you honor yourself. When you show your heart freely, when you express your emotions with honesty, and when you act in alignment with who you really are, you're showing him that you have integrity, self-respect, and emotional intelligence. That combination is powerful. A man will be addicted to the way you make him feel safe, cherished, and inspired to be better. He'll want to protect that energy, nurture it, and keep it in his life because it's rare, it's precious, and most importantly, it's real. Let me tell you a story, ladies. I know this sounds like me preaching, but bear with me. There's a man out there who's been through a lot. He's been hurt, he's been disappointed, and he's built walls around his heart. Now along comes a woman, not flashy, not perfect, but warm, real, and authentic. She listens to him. She laughs at his jokes. She shares her own dreams. She cries when she needs to, and she expresses joy when life is good. She doesn't demand constant attention, and she doesn't play games. What happens? He starts letting his walls down. He starts wanting to be around her more. He starts thinking about her when she's not there. He starts realizing that her energy, her warmth, her authenticity is something he can't find anywhere else. That, ladies, is how a man becomes addicted. Not because you try to control him, but because you allow him to feel real, human, and deeply connected to you. And don't get it twisted. Emotional warmth is not weakness. Authenticity is not a vulnerable ability that makes you fragile. On the contrary, they are signs of strength. It takes courage to be real in a world that constantly tells you to hide your feelings, to mask your pain, to act like everything is fine. But when you step into that courage, When you show up fully as yourself, it changes everything. Men sense that strength, they respect it, they are drawn to it, they want it, they crave it. It's like oxygen. They can't live without it once they experience it. Now, emotional warmth and authenticity also create intimacy that goes beyond the physical. A man can sleep with many women, but he will only become truly addicted to the one who makes him feel emotionally connected, emotionally safe, and emotionally alive. When you are warm and authentic, you make him feel like he belongs. You make him feel understood. You make him feel appreciated in ways that no one else can. And that, ladies, is far more powerful than just beauty, charm, or flirtation. That's the kind of woman a man can't imagine his life without. So remember, ladies, the power of emotional warmth and authenticity is in your presence, your heart, and your courage. When you combine warmth with honesty, when you combine authenticity with care, you create a woman that a man not only admires but becomes addicted to, because he can feel the love, the truth, and the light radiating from you. He doesn't just want to be with you, he needs to be around that energy because it's rare, it's beautiful, and it's real. Ladies and gentlemen, now that we've covered confidence and emotional warmth, I want to take you even deeper. I want to talk about something that most women overlook, something that can make a man absolutely addicted to you in a way that feels natural, effortless, and unstoppable. I'm talking about mysterious consistency. Now, let me explain this because a lot of women hear mystery and they think, oh, I gotta play games, I gotta be distant. No, no, no. That's not what I'm talking about. Mysterious consistency is about having a life of your own, being consistent in who you are, and showing up in a way that is predictable in your values, but unpredictable in your vibrance. It's a balance, and that balance is magnetic. See, men are hunters by nature. We're wired to pursue, to chase, to be drawn to something that feels valuable, but isn't too easy to capture. If a woman is always available, always texting, always bending over backward to please him, she becomes ordinary in his eyes. He starts to take her for granted. And ladies, that's not what you want. But when you live your life fully, when you have your own goals, passions, friends, and experiences, and you show up consistently as the amazing woman you are, it creates a pull that's irresistible. It says to him, I am here, I am consistent, I am real, but I also have a life that's full and exciting, and you don't control it. That combination is addicting. Mysterious consistency is about giving him glimpses of your world without revealing all of it at once. It's about being fully present when you're with him, yet having things in your life that are uniquely yours. Maybe it's your work, your hobbies, your travel, your friendships, whatever it is, it gives depth to who you are. A man will notice this and it will intrigue him. He will want to know more, to be invited into that world, to share in it, because it's not something he can possess. That sense of mystery combined with the consistency of your love, your character, and your energy makes him crave you more every day. Consistency doesn't mean rigidity. It doesn't mean you're predictable in a boring way. It means you are dependable in the things that matter. Your values, your love, your respect for him, but unpredictable in your joy, your fun, your spontaneity. Men fall in love with women who are a safe harbor, yes, but also an exciting adventure. You want him to know he can count on you, but you also want him to feel like there's always something new, something he hasn't experienced yet. That's what keeps the spark alive. That's what keeps him thinking about you when you're not around. That's what makes him addicted. Here's the thing most women don't realize. When you are mysterious and consistent, you're essentially saying, I am whole, I am complete, and I am not defined by your attention. You're showing him that you have standards, that you honor yourself, and that you don't need to chase validation. That's powerful. Men respect that. Men are drawn to that. And the beauty of it is, you don't have to manipulate him or play games. You're simply living your life, being true to yourself, and allowing your energy to pull him in naturally. Now, I want you to think about the small ways this shows up. Maybe you don't answer his texts immediately every single time. Maybe you have commitments, plans, and goals that he sees you prioritizing. Maybe you share your life with him, but you keep a little part of it sacred for yourself. These small acts of independence, these little glimpses of mystery, create an attraction that's far stronger than anything superficial. Men start associating you with intrigue, excitement, and stability all at once. They begin to think, I want to be a part of her life because she's amazing, and I don't want to lose her. Mysterious consistency also teaches him respect. When he sees that you have boundaries, that you don't tolerate disrespect, that you show up consistently as yourself, he starts treating you differently. He begins to see you as someone rare, someone valuable, someone worth investing in. And let me tell you something, ladies. When a man invests in you emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, he becomes addicted. He becomes attached. He can't imagine his life without you because you are a woman who has depth, a woman who has a life, a woman who brings both stability and excitement. And don't get it twisted. Being consistent and mysterious doesn't mean being cold or unavailable. It doesn't mean ignoring him or acting like you don't care. On the contrary, it's about showing up fully, being loving, being kind, being attentive, but not being desperate. You want him to feel that your love is real, that your attention is valuable, and that being with you is a privilege, not a guarantee. That combination of warmth, consistency, and mystery is addictive because it keeps him engaged, keeps him thinking about you, and keeps him striving to be part of your life in a meaningful way. Here's a secret about human nature. We always want what we can't fully control. When you have mysterious consistency, you are not manipulatively withholding. You are simply showing him that your life is full, your energy is yours, and your love is a choice he wants to earn. That's the ultimate attraction. That's the ultimate addiction. Men don't chase what they can have anytime. They chase what they value, what challenges them, what excites them, and what makes them feel lucky to be part of it. So, ladies, embrace the power of mysterious consistency. Live your life fully. Show up consistently as your authentic self. Keep your passions alive. Keep your energy vibrant. Share your life, but keep some peace as sacred. Be dependable, loving, and kind, yet unpredictable in your joy, your excitement, and your adventures. When you do this, You create a presence that a man can't resist, can't ignore, and can't get enough of. He'll be thinking about you constantly, wanting to be near you, wanting to know more, and ultimately becoming completely addicted to the way you live your life and love him at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, now we've talked about confidence, emotional warmth, and mysterious consistency. But there's one more behavior I want to dive into tonight that can make a man completely addicted to you. And it's something that most women underestimate. It's not about how you look. It's not about how you flirt. And it's not about how perfect you appear on the outside. I'm talking about joyful energy and positivity. Let me tell you, there's nothing more magnetic than a woman who brings light into a man's world. A man can forgive a lot, but he can't resist a woman who makes him feel alive, uplifted, and inspired every time he's around her. Joyful energy is infectious. It's in your laughter, in your smile, in the way you react to life's little surprises. It's in the way you face challenges with a smile and a "we got this" attitude instead of complaining or overreacting. Men are naturally drawn to women who make them feel better about themselves, who make them feel like the world is brighter just because they're in it. You see, happiness, positivity, and joy are like magnets. They pull people in, they create warmth, they make you unforgettable. A man will start thinking about you constantly because he associates you with that energy, with that feeling of lightness, with that sense of hope that maybe, just maybe, life can be a little sweeter when you're around. Now let me be clear. Joyful energy and positivity do not mean ignoring reality. It doesn't mean pretend, being life is perfect, or that you never have hard days. No, that's not it at all. It's about how you handle those hard days, how you move through life's challenges with grace and a sense of humor, and how you still choose to radiate good energy even when the world tries to knock you down. A woman who can laugh in the middle of chaos, who can smile despite setbacks, who can lift her own spirits and the spirits of others, is a woman a man can't get enough of. Men are addicted to women who bring life into every room they enter, who make them feel good about themselves, who make them feel like they want to be a better man just by being around her. And here's the beauty of it. Positivity creates a feedback loop in relationships. When you show joy, he responds with joy. When you bring light, he wants to bring light back to you. When you are uplifting, he wants to contribute, to protect, to cherish, to enhance that energy because he feels it's rare. Women underestimate the power of their energy. Men don't just fall for words. They fall for the way a woman makes them feel. They fall for the energy she carries. They fall for that vibrant life force that says, I enjoy my life and I want you to be part of it, but you've got to earn it. That, ladies, is addictive. Positivity also builds emotional resilience in a relationship. A man wants to be with a woman who can weather storms with grace, who doesn't catastrophize every small problem, who doesn't turn a disagreement into a battle. He wants a woman who can solve problems with a calm, positive mindset, who can encourage him to see solutions rather than focusing on problems, and who inspires him to think bigger, dream bigger, and act bolder. That kind of woman becomes someone he doesn't just love. He becomes dependent on her energy, on her perspective, on the way she makes life feel lighter and brighter. Joyful energy isn't just about happiness. It's about passion for life. A man notices a woman who has hobbies, interests, goals, and dreams that make her eyes shine. He notices when you're excited about your work, your passions, your friends, your adventures. That energy radiates outwards and it pulls him in because it's irresistible. He wants to be around someone who loves life, who enjoys herself, who is fully engaged in the moment. That's the woman he starts thinking about when she's not around. That's the woman he wants to win, keep, and protect because her energy adds value to his life in ways nothing else can. And let me tell you something about positivity. It's rare. So many women let stress, drama, and negativity dominate their energy. They complain constantly, they dwell on problems, and they carry emotional baggage that weighs down everyone around them. But a woman who chooses joy, who chooses positivity, who chooses to see the good, even in difficult situations, is a woman who stands out. Men notice that immediately. They feel it before they even see it. And once a man feels that energy, he becomes addicted to it because he's experiencing a type of uplift and inspiration he can't find anywhere else. Joyful energy also enhances intimacy. Think about it. Men connect emotionally when they feel good. They open up when they feel safe, appreciated, and energized. A woman with positivity creates a safe, uplifting space where he can be vulnerable without fear. She makes him feel like he's supported, admired, and capable. And when a man feels that way consistently, he becomes attached in a deep emotional way. He wants to be around you, talk to you, share with you, and invest in you because your energy feeds him in a way nothing else can. That's the power of positivity. It's emotional glue, it's connection, it's intimacy. And yes, it's addicting. Ladies, your energy is your superpower. It's what makes a man remember you, crave you, and want to be near you. Confidence, warmth, mystery, they all matter, but without joyful energy, the connection doesn't last the way it could. Happiness, laughter, and positivity are contagious, and men chase what makes them feel good. They chase women who make them feel alive, inspired, and motivated. And that, my friends, is why joyful energy is one of the most beautiful behaviors a woman can show to make a man addicted. Not because you try to control him, but because your energy makes him feel like he's winning in life every time he's with you. So remember, ladies, when you carry yourself with joy, radiate positivity, and let your energy light up the room, you are creating a magnetic force that a man cannot resist. He will think about you, miss you, and want to be part of that light and happiness. That is the ultimate attraction, the ultimate addiction, and the ultimate way to show a man that being with you is a privilege, a blessing, and an experience he can't afford to lose.